I'm hanging out the back of the Holiday Inn in Huntingdon, which has been very pleasant. Nice staff, decent food, perfect location. Over there you can see lots of cars being parked for Wiggles No Excuses ride that Emma and I are about to participate in. It's quite chilly. iPhone weather says it's 1 degree, but it's cheered up already over the last half an hour. Transpires that the ride I thought was 57 miles is actually 80, but I've been assured by the write-up that it's only rolling countryside and not hilly. This is important since I've only brought the single speed, so this will be pretty much as far as I've gone on the single speed. Did a couple of 80-mile rides last year, but starting this year off with an 80-mile on the SS. It's quite chilly. So I started about 5 minutes ago, headed into gentle breeze already. You can see the roads are on though, lovely. Just like home, lots of little narrow country lanes. The bike's all right. I did some maintenance on it a couple of nights ago and it's not slipping as much, but it's still not completely right, but hopefully it'll be all right. Too bad if it isn't. Just chatting to a guy up there, very pleasant. Told me I was a nutter for going on single speed. Other than that, I can say I can report that Em left the complex safely. After that, not too sure. She's tinkering along somewhere behind. Right, be back later. That's Gresham Water over there, and over there is a man looking for a hill. I think he's got the wrong course. This is rated 2 out of 5 for the 80 miler and a 1.5 out of 5 for the 40. So it's more about miles than anything else. I'm a little bit rusty, but as you can see, legs are tinkering along all right. The course is now split, so I have committed to doing the epic ride. Warming up. Hang on, it's a bit of a crappy old road here. Thank you. A lot of people with punches already. One of the things I like about doing these rides is obviously you see places you never see otherwise. Went through quite a pretty place called Stowlonger and then Spaldwick. This is Barham. Cheeky little hill coming up to Barham. I had to get off the crank was slipping on every stroke. So rather than put me and the bike through undue pressure, I just walked up the last 10 metres or so, no big deal. Unacceptable, of course, if I was on a road bike, but reason why I think on the SS. Seen quite a few thatched houses actually. There's a church there, and a lot of people with punches. Unfortunately for them. So this is pretty typical of the roads we've been on. Quite wet, a little bit muddy, but very little traffic. Some lovely houses as well. Lovely houses and a lovely ride. Another church over there in the distance. back later. A couple of things. Northamptonshire has just welcomed me, which was nice. And I'm about to enter Luddington in the Brook, which is a terrific name. Also cycled through the first food stop, didn't bother stopping, and played the full English breakfast card. I'm working on the premise that that's going to keep me going for about 56 miles to stop 2, which I gather something like 23 miles off the finish. Not drinking that much, and there's certainly no need to eat anything, so the only decent thing to do is to continue on into the wind, which has picked up somewhat. As you can see, I'm surrounded by hedges, and in the distance, as per usual, are more cyclists. I don't know how I do it, but I always end up cycling on my own. You can have 2,500 cyclists on the same route as me, and I'm not near any one of them. Got the wind behind, it makes a big old difference. Been through Covington. It's got a bit hilly. I think the wind is now behind me. I'd certainly had a headwind for a while and then a crosswind, which is making for quite heavy going. Caught up with a bunch of people now. It's got a bit more overcast, but the rain's staying away. Okay, update time. Just had the second stop. Refueled mainly on chocolate. Was flagging a bit by then. So 24 miles to go. Just gone by what looks like a listening station. Great big dishes. Certainly should be able to pick up Sky. The elevation graph looks jazzy, but I think the numbers are only relative. It's basically more of the same. I'm alright. I've kept going, I think, at a nice speed. Didn't bother checking the stats. Was definitely ready for a stop. Breakfast has carried me over nicely, but I've needed a little pep up for the last 20 odd miles or whatever it is. Just been through a village, I think it was called Thurlew or something. Anyway, there was a pub called the Jackal there, and both it and the house on the right, which was a huge house, all thatch roof, looked terrific. In that village there was a church, and the church said it was 12:45. So I reckon I've been going for about 4 hours now. The food stop said 24 miles to go. So I reckon I've done at least 4 miles from there, which means if I can do this next 20 miles in 1:10, I think I should be on. I think I should be on for a gold standard time, which I will be very happy with. Obviously, it depends on how the legs hold out. I've had a little boost with the food. I can feel it wearing off a bit now. And there's been a heck of a lot of people with punches, so you know, who's to say I don't get one of them. But nevertheless, you would say 1:15 for 20 miles. That's definitely on. So I'm going to give it my best shot. Let's see if I can do it. Another church there. It's basically been puddles, fields and churches this ride. Oh, with a bit of headwind. That, my friends, is Grafton Water, which was on the route out. So by my reckoning, there's probably only, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 miles to go. Haven't seen any countdown markers yet. Just had a cheeky little hill that wouldn't have been any bother earlier on, but I was labouring up it. Yeah, legs are moaning now. We are nearly there, past Grafton Water, along this little lane, and then some other stuff I can't remember. But the old legs have had it now. As these boys steam off. This is it. Back at the racecourse. Well, I've done it. We did it. Em finished 2 hours before I did, so she's rather pleased with herself. I managed to do 4 hours 56 ride time and another 12 minutes, including all the various pit stops. So that may be good enough for a gold time. If it is, I'll be delighted. If it isn't, I won't care. I couldn't have gone any more. I have to say, this is the most comfortable thing ever made. The back of the van, lovely. So I'm going to go off and have a bath now and recover, and I'll see you at a cycling event near you.